Listening to users, customers, stakeholders, and team members is crucial for us as product people. It allows us to build rapport, generate new insights, and make effective decisions. But listening deeply can be challenging, especially when we strongly disagree with the other person. In this video, I'll explain 5 techniques that will help you improve your listening habits and become even better at understanding others. I'm product management expert Roman Pichler, and I write about active listening techniques in my book, How to Lead in Product Management. As a product professional, you are likely to have many duties that compete for your time and attention. It can be tempting to glance at your phone to see if an urgent message has arrived while listening to someone. But instead of multitasking, minimize distractions, switch off your devices, and close the appropriate applications. Give your full and undivided attention to the other person. Being attentive increases the chances of taking in everything the individual says. Additionally, it shows that you are interested in what the other person has to say. It makes them feel valued and respected. This in turn will encourage them to be more trustful and open with you. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen to reply, wrote Stephen Covey in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And it's true, we often listen with a specific goal in mind, like advising or convincing the other person. And consequently, we don't pay full attention to what they are saying, or we filter what is being said. We only hear what supports our views. The problem is that this can cause us to draw the wrong conclusions and make the wrong decisions. To avoid these issues, take a sincere interest in the individual and what they have to say. Make a conscious effort to listen to understand, not to reply, correct, or criticize. As the person in charge of the product, you may have strong views of what needs to be done to progress your product. While it's great to have ideas and opinions, try to hold them lightly and listen with an open mind. Be curious what the other person has to say. Don't immediately judge and dismiss something you don't like or disagree with. Otherwise, it'll be difficult to receive all the information and understand the individual's needs. If you are receptive to what is being said, you might even discover that some of your preconceived ideas were wrong. Asking questions helps you better understand the other person, and it can make them feel appreciated. They signal that you are listening and that you're interested in what they have to say. You might say, for instance, "Can you please give me an example of what you mean?" Or you might ask, "Why is this important to you?" Be careful though which kind of questions you ask. Avoid closed and leading questions. For instance, a question like, "How much do you agree with the product roadmap?" assumes that the person does support the plan. This makes it more difficult for them to speak their mind and challenge the roadmap. Additionally, be careful not to interrupt the speaker. Allow the other person to finish their train of thought before you ask a question. Interrupting the other person is not only impolite, it can make them feel insecure, rejected, or even angry, which will impact the conversation and make them less receptive to what you have to say. While I do recommend that you listen attentively and patiently and cultivate an open mind, don't forget to take good care of yourself. If the conversation is turning sour and unkind words are being said, stop and consider if and how to best continue, possibly at a later point in time. For example, you might find that the other person is bad-mouthing a colleague or personally attacking you. However, try and leave the conversation without making things worse, without accusing, blaming, or insulting the other person. This will make it easier to restart the conversation and repair the relationship if that's necessary. I hope you found this video helpful. You can learn more about effectively listening and having successful conversations, even with difficult people, by attending my training courses and by reading my book, How to Lead in Product Management. Thank you for watching.